Unmute. Hi, everyone. How are you? Welcome to the show tonight. Yes, guys, everything's falling over here. But tonight I don't want us to be here all night. So got a few things to do tomorrow. So we're gonna try to wrap this up as quickly as possible. It's a juicy topic, but yeah, yeah. So let me pin the link in the comment section. Happy Sunday. How was your Sunday? Hopefully you guys had an amazing, restful day. And eh, where am I? Where am I? So welcome. I'm late. It's Sunday night, so gotta do some housekeeping things before I was set over here. Eh? Eh. So tonight's topic, it's from somebody post that I read today, and I thought that was very, very interesting. I don't know how trending that is, but it sounded a little bit selfish, and I don't know. I have a lot of mixed feeling about this topic tonight, but I can officially share everything on my page. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. Yesterday, Facebook put me in a little jailhouse. You guys, it said I crashed the community. They want to make sure I was not sharing too many spam stuff. So I was not allowed to share my show. Ah, boy, yeah. Hmm. But this one sounds like a superficial thing, but we're still going to talk about it because I really feel deep down in my heart that this is happening quite often than we will even want to admit to it. I feel like those default filing when we hear you guys, I fix my hair for you. Yeah, I don't know why I have them. But anyways, I feel like when we hear these divorce thing that said irreconcilable differences, I feel like there's a little bit of underlining of where when a woman have gained her independence and now she feel like she doesn't want to deal with her partner, so she you know well, now she's getting a lot of compliments and getting all the attention wherever she can get it compared to where her spouse may have been giving it to her, but it's not the same. And now she's probably like, well, you didn't see me before, but now you like me. So we're gonna switch this over. So you guys, they ought to live say it tonight, but not easy. Check. Oh man, Felicia, girl, what you doing? So I'm gonna pin the link in the comment section. Let's do some housekeeping. I feel like my lights is so bright. It's too bright. But let's tone it down a little bit. They're too bright. Or did I just mess up the whole? Yeah, sorry. Oh, I just made it too bright. Okay. I have a remote for this thing. Y'all don't look at my heel. This is crochet head. Yeah, this is much better because it was too bright in my eyes. But anyways, welcome to the show tonight. We're going to be looking at superficial things that we do. You guys, I'm so sorry. What is going on? Let me go back to this. This is slow time. Technology. It's so hard to deal with. But anyways, here I am. I'm trying to figure out. eh, Can you hear me? Am I having audio issues? The video is lacking a little bit. I won't let me. No. Trying to pin the link in the comment section. Shoot. I was happy for Duolingo. We're doing all right. It's Sunday and we're here. Um, I'm about to get started. You guys, I don't want to stay here too long tonight because I have quite some things to prepare myself for tomorrow. Um, yeah, I'm trying to bring my people here. Where are they? Hey, where are they? Where you there? Show me your location. Let's see. It's probably getting her kids together. It's Sunday. Sundays are tough. You guys, I'm really, when my new schedule set in, hmm, we're gonna have to, we're going to have to, man, speaking gibberish, gibberish, we're gonna. But anyways, can y'all hear me? How is the volume? Please let me know if things are not sounding right or acting right. But we're here tonight. I want to say welcome to the show. Shoot, I'm just doing some quick little housekeeping. My plan was to come on here early. Then, oh Lord, there's always some distraction on the internet. You attack your friends, invite people, tell them to come here. Fifi is live. Your bestie is here. Your brother, your sister, your cousin. I can be anything you want me to be. Okay? Just show up and show out. That's all I ask. Show up and show out. Hmm? We are live and we're doing it. You know, I heard something today and I was quite shocked. And it's just, oh, I still can't share. Okay. Hmm. I still can't share. Facebook put me on a lockdown that I can't share. Mm. I'm still on a lockdown, you guys. So I'm depending on you guys to share this show. Let me get. It said no, it can't let me do it. It won't let me do it. I can't share. I can't share. Oh Lord, help me. Help me. Yeah, help me. Help me, please. Because I can't share my show. This is so sad. So, so sad. This will have me on lockdown. It said I can't share. So, but it's okay. It's okay. God there. God there. Hmm? God looking at you. God looking at you. Okay. So let's see if nobody comes on. I'm about to get started really quickly. But let me put my hashtags to see if we can get some views over here. I should have started early, but got too busy doing other things and lost track of time. But it's okay. We move, life moves, we move on. We move. All right. So I read something today and that blew my mind. And I'm like, do people take marriage or relationship serious at all anymore? Like, do people believe in the institution of marriage? I don't know if people understand that marriage is not is not set up or designed by man or the government. Is not. And it's just funny when I hear people say that the government, when they get married, the government's gonna control everything. Absolutely not. I don't know how we understand that. You guys did, let's see, really dry in my mouth. I don't like it. But anyways, I'm here already. I feel like you're taking it off, y'all. But anyways, I already put it on. It dries on. But yeah, when I hear people talking about marriage in the light that it's so negative, I think individual makes it negative. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to have someone who cares about you and you're like, you know what, I trust you enough to make life decisions for me. That's how I understand and see marriage. Um, when you decide to be with someone, you don't have to. I've said it here many times. I don't believe that you should be considered married by just going to the courthouse. It became an institution. Like the government try to get involved with it, and I feel like that's where all these things are happening. But before marriage was designed, is a covenant designed by God. And if you follow those covenant under the design of God, the man is the head, the woman is the support system. And we all know without a support system, nobody can fully function. What happened? I think I can stand from here. But yeah. Um Marriage is designed by God and is not built or meant for people who don't understand the institution. So, with that being said, anyways, let's jump into tonight's topic. Tonight, I really want you guys to give it an open mind and try to understand. Um, the topic said fit to that one. It's not even on there. Ooh la la. I've been talking here and it's not even on here yet. Y'all give me a minute. Oh Lord. You guys, the thing don't even want to move. Eh. No, this is not it. My people, I'm going to, y'all give me. Sorry, guys, I messed up something. Oh Lord. Y'all bear with me. Please stay with me. So, so let me be doing your small talk while I try to fix this thing over here. You're gonna see me duplicate it, but please just pretend you didn't see that twice. Got to do this. But I was listening to something today, and apparently the woman that you guys all know Akon, right? Y'all should know Akon. Oh, Jimmy coming. Hey, something happened to this thing, so I'm trying to fix.
You're always causing trouble.
I'm telling you, I said, I was hoping we would get out of here soon. Let me press chocolate. Oh no, I pressed chocolate. My chocolate. All right, I think I fixed it. You can hear me good?
You're very loud.
Okay. So, what I more or less wanted me to have this topic.
You acting like you don't know Anna.
What a woman. She talk about, ooh, it's spicy. Man. But yeah, how was your Sunday? How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
These days, man, I don't know. You so like quiet and just relax. I don't know. I don't like the fact that I can't get under your skin anymore.
So you really found it happy getting under my skin.
It's fun. I also I need to fix myself. I need to come up with another plan. But yeah, welcome to the show. Jimmy, I can get you house number. So tonight we're talking about fit, free, and torn. I'm laughing because I'm like, all the guys don't want this topic. I can tell.
Yeah, it's not a topic at all.
It's okay. We'll talk about it. But I need Anna to come here because she thought it was a great thing to talk about. It
Of
is
course,
a topic though. Listen, it's a topic because a lot of women they go through this phase. And I think I'm kind of going through my own phase. You know, you go through this phase where you have your children, and then you lose that aspect of you where you feel like, oh my gosh, like, ugh. And then you feel like your partner is not paying attention to you. It takes a lot of work, and then now you figure it's a lot of things that happen in between those whole different phases of life. And if you don't have a very supportive partner, and now they want to be supported after if you find your own identity, because my mom always said to me, um, before you get married, before you have children, you are a complete different Felicia. Once you get married, you have children, this is you're somehow finding yourself and you know who you are. After your kids grow and leave, this is when between that time you are raising your kids and your new identity, you're supposed to figure out who you are right there. And if you didn't, right after your kids grow up and you find out 9 times out of 10, your relationship's going to break up because if you guys didn't prioritize each other in between there, now somebody's grow by themselves and you have nothing in common to work on. So the relationship dies. So that's why I think this topic is very, very important. I don't know where you see, eh? What do you see?
I think but when a woman something the topic, me and Neutral are not going to come here. And if she does, so
Richard is here tonight. Good, Richard.
yeah,
Uh-oh.
so as the show
Oh,
starts,
Richard, if you're listening, can you connect your mic? It wants you to connect your mic before it lets you on. That's what I'm saying here.
as the show started,
Yeah, we're on. Well, I'm about to officially start it. I was just kind of doing small talk with you.
yeah,
So I hope we can. Richard, can you get out and come back in? I'm gonna move you and let you come back. But you guys, Richard loved the show yesterday. That's the feedback. He said he really likes the topic that we discussed. Those are real life situation, and he was excited to be on here again today. So I hope he can come back. Um, but yeah, welcome to the show. Richard, you have to put your mic on. It's not allowing. Let me send him a text. Let's see. But yeah, tonight we're talking about. Let me read the whole story so our audience can kind of get a background story. So there's a woman who posted it. This is a real life situation, to be honest with you, real life. So I'm on this blog where people share their life stories and things like that. And I just thought this was just so interesting to me because a lot of divorce cases that we see is always in there irreconcilable differences. And I'm pretty sure this person that wrote this, if they did decide to go through with a divorce, it's going to say irreconcilable differences based on the trend of what's happening. So let me read the story for everybody to just get a gist of it. You guys, so there's a lady who's married. She, according to her, she's tried and lost 50 pounds, and she's gotten tuned up and got her body back pre pregnancy or pre whatever that was. She neglected herself, and apparently, according to this story, the husband is liking this new version of her. But while going through this process, she had some self discovery that she didn't want a marriage anymore because she would love to be independent and she wants to be single. Let me just read it as it is. I want to be single and focus on enjoying life now. Should I stay married or file for divorce so we both don't waste each other time? What that really tells me is, hold on one second. Richard sent me a message. I don't know why it's letting me turn on my camera and audio. Uh, Um, I don't know. I don't know, Richard. It's asking you to connect your mic. That's what I'm seeing on here.
What is he using to come? Is he
Oh yeah,
using?
that's a good question. What are you using to log in, Richard? What are you using to log in? So yeah, in my opinion, from reading this, it just tells me that one, she's getting a lot of attention now, and she just feel like, I want to date because maybe the weight I was, I didn't have the opportunity to go out, enjoy myself, and do whatever. And then boom, I jump into this marriage, and now that I feel hot and beautiful and I'm getting all these compliments, I enjoy it, but I don't want to feel guilty that given the fact that I'm married. So that's where this is going, Jimmy. So let's hear from you. Based on what I just read, what is your initial reaction to this?
Is he on?
He's not on yet. I'm talking to you. Here, come on. I'm gonna text him
Okay.
why you're covering that.
So the topic. All right. Let me wait for you to
No, go
say.
ahead. No, I said, based on what I just said about the person, this is a real life story. Someone who's married and she got into the marriage. She was already heavy, right? And then,
Mm-hmm.
of course, ended up having her children and got even heavier, but then fought really hard to lose 50 pounds of whatever that weight was. Didn't really share the whole story
Mm-hmm.
of how she was, right? But
Yeah.
according to the story, now that she's really looking, a little bit slimmer and she's tuning up and getting her body in shape, her urges of being single and living her life alone away from marriage is becoming even more permanent. And she's trying to understand if she should um, stay in marriage or like get a divorce, because now she feel more confidence to do a lot of things, and she doesn't want to be married pretty much. But I feel like this tied to the topic that we just covered, because that could be some of the reason that people do this type of things, right? And who knows, the other person, her husband, likes who she is a lot more than I guess, but he likes that she's doing it for herself, but she is not interested in him anymore or the marriage. So I'm just trying to get your reaction. How do you feel hearing this? Like, what is your initial reaction? Like, if, let's just give an example. Let's say me and you are married, right? And then, my little chubby cheeks drops, and I go back to how Fifi is the Fifi that everybody knows. It's the way you're looking at me. It's so funny. I go back to that and I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling myself. Six pack is back. We good. We chill, tune up everything. And I'm like, you know what, Jimmy? I don't feel like I want to be in this marriage anymore. I want to be single and just live and enjoy my life alone. What is your reaction?
First of all, um, the I know she didn't tell the full story, but
Right.
how was she treated when she had those extra pounds, and how she's being treated after she lose those extra pounds need to be considered.
Right.
Um, a man who takes a woman to understand that that woman body goes to change it. When a woman bears a child after childbirth, her body doesn't remain the same.
Mm-hmm.
There is always a larger extent of wear and tear of the woman's body after childbirth. And I think we discussed this before
Yeah.
and talk about self care after childbirth. You know, most women forget themselves after childbirth and just focus on the child. They forget themselves completely. Some even neglect their own body. And sometimes they even forget their partner. They forget the husband. And all their attention is drawn to the child. Now, if she put on some extra uh, flesh on the belly side after birth, which is natural, a good husband to help her recover. A good husband will not despise her. He will understand that this is not a woman that I met 9 months ago or 1 year ago, depending how long they've been together. And she had brought forth our child or our children, and now she's having this issue. It's time for me to help her, you know, recover from this um change. He doesn't off her. He encourage her, make her feel beautiful as she was when they first met. At the same time, encouraging her to take care of herself, in ways that um we help her maintain her beauty and shape.
Mhm.
But in the event where the man start to see her as, you know, an expired milk, he doesn't want to have anything to do with her anymore, and she fight her way through and got rid of those extra pounds and flesh, and now she's looking, attractive again like she were before. I think her decision to to leave would be legit because if she stays there and have another child, that same man is going to go back again and do the same thing. For me, I'm one person, I don't encourage people staying where they're not happy. Okay. And even me, I wouldn't like to stay in a place where I'm not happy. So I don't love it for myself. I won't like it for another person.
Hmm.
Okay. So let
Even given, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
mhm,
Even if it's been like over like 10, 15 years
mhm.
and you've had that self discovery, you will say like, you know what, you're not happy? Hey, find
Right.
your happiness somewhere else.
You know, men, we are different.
Mhm.
Women are different in certain things. We don't carry most of the weight that women carry. Okay. So most men are, do not understand, the kind of struggle women go through with their own body after childbirth. Most men do not understand. But those one who understand will stand by the wife, help them in any way possible to help them recuperate, from from that um change. Or if at all the change remain consistent, then the man will have to adjust himself to accept the woman the way she is. Okay, that's what a good man does. But in an even where he completely neglect her because her body, her physical morphology has changed, and he's looking for the sexiest ladies out there. He's not paying attention to her anymore, and she managed to fight her way through. Now she looking attractive, other people looking at her, and then he want to come back.
Right.
I will, I will tell her clearly that that man doesn't love her. She needs to find her way out.
That's true.
That's a
Mm.
really good point, Jimmy. A lot of times, women, we think that, people love us only when we get compliments rather than looking at the times when we're in our most vulnerable moments. So it's really nice that you said that.
Yeah, welcome to the show, guys. Oh, what was Richard? Richard's having some issue tonight. He has to use Microsoft. If you're listening, Richard, use Microsoft Edge. For some reason, Chrome is not accepting StreamYard these days. It's really acting out. But thank you so much, Jimmy, for that. Absolutely, I agree with you. Um, I have some few follow up questions, some question, and I feel like will kind of guide us through this topic really quickly to help us like really pinpoint why we wanted to discuss it. So let me hear from Anna. Um, you guys, Anna grace us with her face. You guys, if I tell you this girl is super
I was
private, and
about
I can't believe she's on here. Y'all
I was
better be happy. Y'all better share this live and
I
be
was about
happy because oh my God, welcome.
you know, I don't I I don't want to be distracted, but
Whatever.
um I would you know I will save my comment. I will save my comment.
Save your comment right now. Right now, it looks like Jimmy is just like, wow, she actually graced us today with her face. Yay!
Well,
But
she lived by she lived by her word.
she
Unfortunately,
made,
unfortunately, she's only showing the neck up. From the neck up is all we can see.
which is all I always show on here. I try to not show my whole body on this podcast because God knows I don't want no problems.
No, at least we can see her shoulder. Uh,
Let's
Anna,
hear from the woman. Yeah, let's hear. You're mute.
Anna, do you have shoulder?
She's only showing the
Jimmy,
neck.
you see why Andrew always deals with you on this call? Because because you're such a playful somebody and you're never serious. Nobody can take you seriously. What do you mean I
Oh,
have a shoulder? What holds your neck? Is it not your shoulder that holds your neck?
well,
No, she said support system. You're the neck, so you're exemplifying the neck.
Let Jimmy go sit down. Jimmy, next time I'll put my video off. You see why I always put my video off? Because you're so
But
silly.
Jimmy didn't want you to fulfill that promise last night, though. He said no, he was not part of that. He didn't
It's
want.
okay.
And you
I
know
want
what?
I want
I'm
our
going to
viewers to start coming on more. So
see.
that
It's
so
always an
that
event.
since they've been asking what I look like, so I'll
But yeah,
put and
welcome
I
to the
put my real
show.
face, no AI.
No AI. This
No
is all
AI,
real.
no makeup.
Period.
Felicia, who say you were doing AI? Oh, so
Somebody
funny. I've
said,
never heard.
somebody DM me and were like, "Do you use filter when you?" I said, "No, it's just the light. The lightning really like be making me glow up."
I
So
know. Anyway,
thanks to my mama.
let me respond to
Mhm.
the thing. Let me read the question again.
Right.
Or do you want to get me back on the thing?
Yeah.
Like,
Let me get you on trial. We kind of got off guard here. Jimmy always making us get off guard. But I think I'm the one who always do it. But it's okay. Um, I was just asking. I read the whole story behind the
about the
this
woman
whole
who lost
about
weight.
the topic, right? And I was just trying to get the men's reaction. So let me hear from Richard because I really want to like get Richard perspective because they're men. We're part of this group that's seeking this out, and then I'll go to these questions that I have to see how we can get on try to get this answer really quickly. Hey, River says Pro, how you doing? Welcome to the show. River says Pro, say hi, guys. So,
Hi, River
Richard,
Sister.
Richard, are you safe? Are you driving?
Yeah, I
He
can
was
hear
driving.
you.
You practicing safe driving? Hands on the wheel.
Of course.
All right,
As
all right,
always.
all right. Just want to make sure. So apparently, this is a real life story. There's a woman who have managed to lose 50 pounds, and she's definitely feeling herself. And now her husband is enjoying how she looks, but as she's changing, she's realizing she doesn't want to be married. She wants to be single and live her life. Let me just read the word forbidden. She said, my husband liked that I have gotten fit and tuned after losing 50 pounds. but I want to be single and focus on enjoying life now. Should I stay married or file for divorce so we both don't waste each other time? There's a lot missing in that. There's a lot that we don't know that was just posted. So, um, Riverside Pro saying you can't see the topic. It's not showing on Facebook. So, Richard, I'm just trying to get your perspective. When you hear that, what's the first thing that comes to you? What is your initial reaction to that?
I don't think you want to know what is literally going to come out of my mouth when that
I
happens.
want to know.
Because it makes no sense. Why would she all of a sudden just change just because she is now fit and all that? So that basically tells me that she's trying to cheat. Or maybe she was cheating because that's probably the reason why she decided to go get fit. Because if you've been with your husband for that long, and then now you decided to go lose that weight and your husband is enjoying you, and now you feel like, okay, because you got that nice sexy body, then now it's time for me to rock out the door. Okay, well, I guess it's not meant to be then. That's a clean version. It's not meant
So,
to be.
wait. So, your initial reaction is like, you want to cheat. That's why you don't want this relationship.
That's practically what it seems like, because
I
why would you
kind of
all of a
agree with you.
sudden
Yeah.
Why would you all of a sudden now you decide after losing the pounds, you've given me the child, and then now you've now gone back to looking all sexy. It's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be for me to enjoy now, and then now you decide that you want to bounce out the door. That means you were cheating in the beginning. So then it makes me wonder: is the child even mine? Because if you decide to do that, then I'm going to question the paternity of that child. Then because you
Really?
have to have been cheating before this even happened.
Um,
Ooh, Richard. That's how you
so
feel.
Can I speak?
Yes. Let's hear Anna. Anna is ready.
I think I think like you mentioned, there's a lot of missing
Yeah.
pieces to the puzzle.
Right.
First, I feel like maybe when she was bigger, her husband made her uncomfortable, maybe body shamed her. That caused her, because truly, if a woman really loves you, whether she feels confident or not, she will not want to leave you like that. You understand? If you have been there to support her during the times when she was most vulnerable, and then you encourage her to lose the weight and she loses it, she wants to do it because she loves the fact that it gives you gratification. Like, I'll use myself for example, right? I've had kids, I've gained weight, lost weight. There was never a time where my husband made me feel I'm not pretty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he probably would not want me having a big tummy, but every time that I'll talk about my weight, he will say, when you're ready to lose it, you will. Or maybe when you're not nursing, you will. Like just that encouragement. But I don't think that that lady out of the blue just woke up and said, oh, I want to up and leave and enjoy my life. He probably made her feel very uncomfortable about the way she was looking. So I
Is
think
she
that
meant to be a
that
trophy wife?
guilty. What do you mean a trophy wife?
Because trophy wife are the ones that you pretty much want to look pretty so that way you can show it off to your friends and stuff like that. So does that mean
No,
she was
no,
actually a trophy wife then?
no. I don't think she was a trophy wife. I think that maybe the man at some point lost physical attraction, because some men are not. I should say maturity, because it takes a mature man to understand the physical changes that a woman goes through when she has kids. You understand? So for that lady to go through the stress, maybe the body shaming that he may have made her feel, or maybe every time he wanted to go out, he wouldn't take her with her, because she mentioned she wanted to be free, correct? So
Mm-hmm.
maybe when he's going out, he will not take her with her because he's embarrassed about the way she looks, And now that she's starting to feel confident, she's getting all the attention from other people. It's probably making the husband like, whoa, a reality check, like, okay, why is she trying to leave me now? But he's forgetting to know that maybe prior to that, she had he had maybe made her feel uncomfortable. So now she's getting her confidence back. She's working on herself, and he's now getting uncomfortable. So that would be
No,
my
he
opinion. But I
likes
think
it.
No, no, no.
he
He likes
He
it.
likes
he
it.
Exactly. So that's why
he
the thing
likes
kind
it,
of
but when
baffles
he
my
didn't
brain.
have it, he was making her uncomfortable, right? It was making him
No,
uncomfortable.
so I mean, we don't really know the story, but all I can think is, did he force her to go do this weight loss? Right? Because that's where resentment can kind of like start to build, in my opinion. I feel like if I'm forced to do something and then now like you're like, hey, it's almost like you're being encouraging, but you're being annoying about it and saying, hey, you need to go to the gym. I sign you up to go. And then finally I'm like, okay, to put it to rest, let me go lose the weight. And now I
Yeah,
lose
for
it, he's
sure. He likes it.
excited because he wants to see that. Again, we don't even know the whole story. That was just it was like a little feed to get people
Yeah.
to say a lot, and it's like you didn't really set the whole story for us to like draw our own conclusion. Now we're just deciding for you, and then we're judging you based on whatever. But I have some
But
questions
you
that I
guys,
feel
you
like.
guys are missing my point, though. I'm not sure
Hmm.
if you and Richard are understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying that in this whole story, I feel like there's a missing piece to the puzzle, right?
Yeah.
Because he did like the fact that she has gained she has lost all the weight, right? Which means
Hmm.
that when she was big, he was not physically attracted to her. Hence the
Yep.
reason why she's feeling free now, because maybe when she had all that weight, she wasn't free, like she felt trapped.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like she felt trapped. So now, because he has overshamed her and she has worked on herself, she feels like, okay, now that he wants me when I'm skinny, maybe it's time for
Yeah.
me to dip. Like, like now I need to go somewhere else, enjoy my life and live it, and really explore those things I couldn't explore when I was bigger. Jimmy, am I making sense? So, and that's why I was explaining to you guys earlier that it takes a mature man to still accept a woman the way she looks after having children, after gaining all the weight. It's really difficult when you have kids to try to lose weight. It's difficult even more to control your weight when you have kids, because the weight just comes. It's not like, you're carrying another human. Your body, the hormones in your body changes. Men also gain weight, but the amount of weight that they gain is not from a childbearing. They can get some weight from stress and maybe drinking, but not from a child. So I think that there's so many questions that I can ask to really understand why this lady wants to leave, because truly I don't think she's just leaving because she lost weight. There was so many factors that happened that caused her to feel the way she's feeling. Hence the reason why she's trying to leave the man. I don't think it's just because of the fact that she has lost weight. He probably traumatized the lady and treated her badly because of her weight, body shamed her and everything. So that's my opinion on that.
I
And
appreciate that.
Anna,
Hmm.
Anna, just to add to what you say, a lot of men, body shame their wives, especially when they gain extra pounds. Even in bed, they don't want to, touch them because they feel it is, you know, they don't look attractive to them anymore. And that can cause a lot of mental, health issue for the female. So we don't know what she went through for her to reach that decision. And that's why in my opening statement, I said, just like Anna said, there may be something that she did not, you know, say when she put that story out.
I
But
agree with you, Jimmy.
but no woman marries a man and and want to divorce him at another time, except there is some, mm, you know, mm, how to call it, maltreatment, you know, and all of that. And there's a reason why she fought so hard to 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 lose those extra pounds, you know, and you can, how do you call it, it is it is implicitly stated that she must have, she have been going through some hell with him when she had the extra pound. The fact that she lose the extra pound and now she's she's considering leaving, that means when she had her extra pound, he did not consider her. He did not see her as the woman he met, before the childbirth and all of that. So now that she have worked so hard and get her body in shape, he's probably starting to make move now to make her feel like, oh yes, he's excited that she has, lost some weight, and she feel now that he doesn't deserve her body anymore.
Hmm. Well, Richard, it looks like me and you are on this train. I agree with you guys, though. I agree to a certain degree, but I also want to play a devil's advocate, right? I don't think it's fair to just pin it as the man had an issue because we truly don't really know the full story, right? But I know you guys are basing that on typical things that happen, right? But there are special cases where women, they themselves push themselves to
That's
lose
what you
the
just
weight.
said.
Either they've seen women that their husband looks at, or
Mm,
maybe he wasn't just being mean to her. Maybe it was things that he is interested in. Because one thing, I get it, you have to be mature as a man to understand that having children is takes a lot. And then it is, as Anna said, it's harder to lose weight because of the many hats that the moms have to wear. You have to make sure kids are safe, and then make sure the homes is put together. Like they're the full homemaker, and then they're the nurturer for the children and all of that, right? In most family homes, the woman works too. In the United States, women work, and she still has to come home and wear that hat as well. Some women are blessed; they don't have to do that because their family dynamic does not really have to do that, right? But I couldn't help but to just think about few things. Do you think people just outgrow each other? Rachel, we're gonna mute you a little bit, okay? Do you think people outgrow each other during relationship? Like, is it better to stay and try to like I know Jimmy, you said there's no reason why somebody should stay when they're not happy, right? Let's say people don't understand, even though you live in the same home with somebody, you wake up in the same bed and every day, but everybody is growing, everybody perspective is changing,
dime, dime,
everybody
Sonia.
needs are changing, as you age things are really changing. So based on that, like, do you think people outgrow certain relationship depending on the different chapters of their life that they find themselves in, and then as they're rediscovering themselves, trying to figure out, well, at that time of my life, this thing sounds ideal. But now at this moment, it doesn't sound like it. And I feel like that seems to be the music playing in this whole modern society where people like are just living the moment and having like these marriages and relationships, and they're not understanding how marriage is really designed and what is really set for. That's why in my opinion things like this come up and people are like, well, I don't want a relationship because now I want to have fun. What does that mean? Does it mean you're not having fun in your relationship? Was there any discussion made? So I'm just trying to understand, do you think like when people grow out of their relationship, they should just say, I want to have fun. I'm not having fun in my relationship, so I want to have fun. I left. is that a really good reason for somebody to want to leave? Because I've lost my way and now my husband likes it. What about him liking me losing my weight is a problem? Why is the alternative is to leave and not
Okay.
figure out, okay, well, let me find out why do I even feel this way that I want to be single? Why? That
Okay.
underlying issue, why didn't we get support from our pastors or counselor or whoever it is for us to be able to navigate that before I just say I lost my way, I just want to be single?
You know,
Mhm.
the one thing I have noticed about women is that um before they come public, they have tried to settle that particular issue in house, most of them, and it is not working. That's when they put it out there because they want somebody to intervene, or they want somebody to talk to them as to how they can proceed. Okay. Now, the issue about wanting to leave or not wanting to leave. Look, yes, people outgrow other people in a relationship. Okay. Nobody want nobody want them to be up there and then their partner is way, down the ladder. People want, their partner to meet them where they are so that they can grow together. Okay. If this lady is always making effort to progress, but this guy is always, abusing her, her effort. Every time she tries to make progress, he is suppressing that growth. you
Mhm.
know it can also cause somebody want to leave. All
Right.
right. Relationship should be fun,
Mhm.
because she was clear, oh, I want to have fun out there. That means, she's not having the kind of fun that she expect to have in the in that marriage. There are some men, they don't like, to go out with their women, and then even if the woman try to go out by herself, they make it out of issue, they fight about it, and all of that. I believe as a man, you know, um, who have a family, I mean, like a wife or children, you should always take them out. Always, take them to places that they wish, they always wish to go. You know, activities that they always wish they would have, and all of that. You know, if, uh, let's say, for example, if I'm a outgoing person, all right, I like to try new things, new activities and all of that. And then I married a woman who is just, you know, a stay-home wife. She don't want to have fun out there. There are places I go, my friends and their wives are there, they're having fun. But my own wife never want to go out there with me. Um, that kills the relationship. It kills the companionship. So if you hear a woman say, "Oh, I want to go out, I want to have fun. I need to leave this." That is the reason why she's leaving. She's not leaving because she doesn't love the man, but she's leaving because this man is not fun to be with,
Right.
and she want to
Mm.
explore. You know,
Mm.
she want to
Mm.
explore. She want to take vacation. She worked so hard. At least, she wants to take vacation. She want to go out there. She want to go to new places. She want to try new things. But her partner is probably not looking at it that way. So
Right.
the best way that she can enjoy her life is to get out of the marriage. and
Wow.
I support that.
Me too. I agree with that.
Then
I
why
feel
did she
like
get married in the first place then? Why get into the marriage if you knew that that was what you want? If you want a wayward life, then she should have pretty much chose to stay single or do whatever. The very moment you get married, unfortunately, there are various priorities that kicks in. A man is not going to have the time to be sitting like me right now. I have a completely different schedule. I'm in the military. I have business to run. I have a life to like. I'm not going to spend time going outside because if I'm going outside to go and have fun and do all that, where's the money going to come from to give her
Okay.
all that magnificent things that she wants? So at the end,
Yes. So
she got
Richard,
married. That's a complete different world now. She should pretty much stick with the relationship.
Richard,
Unless there is abuse, then that's understandable.
no,
no.
no. So, Richard, let's say before you went to the military or before you have those businesses, you have this lady and y'all both used to work, you know, then go out, have fun in the evening and all of that. Then when you have the businesses now, or when you have the businesses, you know, you got too busy focusing on the businesses and forgetting about her. Forgetting that she needs attention too. You know, not every woman just will like to stay in a place just because of the money. No, they want to stay there because they want to explore the world with you. Okay, they want to go on adventures with you. They want to sit down with you and watch movies. They want you to go out to the theater, watch movies. They want you to take her to to a good restaurant, and have sit down, eat and talk. But if you not giving her that attention because you say, oh, if I do this, how where would I get the money from? You are, you know you are mentally enslaving that person. Okay.
I have something to say, Jimmy.
Go Go ahead,
As
say.
a woman and listening to you, I'm gonna speak for Richard a little bit, right? Because when this podcast first started, I had a topic on here. I remember where we were talking about how value men and things like that, right? And
Hmm.
we talk about the work that they do and the money that they bring in and all that other stuff. Most women want that luxury of a man that is a man's man that brings in the income, and they'll have the baby and they will stay home. They want to choose if they want to work or not and all of that. And it's like, I think I've said on here before, I've had the opportunity to do that before, and I dated someone like that, and I told myself I don't want to do that because I won't be able to get that. Because one, if you from the beginning of the relationship is very serious, and I have a friend who actually, as I'm speaking to you, who went through the same thing, and that relationship had to like be dissolved because one, you have to figure out what is important to you. Fun, or you want somebody who will fully take care of you and provide everything. And life is not black and white or in between. Life comes with a lot of gray area. And most men that can provide all of that, they don't have that luxury to be there because they have the reason they have you is that, hey, I'm going to marry you and you're going to figure out how to take care of our kids. I'll be home and see you here and there, but you need to understand, in order for you to get this life that you have, I need to be able to do what I'm doing. And a lot of women don't understand a man that will be around all the time. And I'm not saying what you said, Jimmy, is not true, because family life is about, building that family, creating those memories, right? But when you get in that relationship and you see the dynamic of that man and how his life is going and what he prioritizes, that is your responsibility to decide if you're going to pursue that relationship or not, because it's in the beginning. And a lot of women are like so carried away. Well, he's a businessman, he has money, he do this, he do that. So eventually maybe he will come home and be there. What I've noticed, a lot of men who have a lot of time on their hand to like do this whole fun thing and all that, they're broke. I'm sorry to say that. They're very, very much broke. And when I say broke, I'm
See,
not saying don't have money to afford, but the type of life that most of these women, modern women, are asking for, they don't have it.
okay, see, let me
Hmm.
hold you there a little bit.
Sure.
Okay. Um, most most successful men who own businesses don't sit, one place. Some of them they travel, go for business trip, go for business meeting, conferences, and all of that. Okay. If you are the only one that is always going to these places and you only have the woman stay home, take care of the children, take care of the home, don't you think that she too have the right to be in some of those places? In fact, God forbid, what if something happened to you?
She has a
And
lot of things lined up. I'm sorry.
how do you call it? You see, what if, I believe a successful man who have a woman, to encourage her to be in the business with him, you know, uh, I show her things, let her know what you are doing so that tomorrow when you're not in the picture, she will not be a novice. Somebody will not come from outside and sit down over that business. Okay? Take her to some of those business meetings, take her to some of the how do you call it, conferences, those travels, let her go with you. She's not
If she's
obstructing.
not interested in it, then what? You can't
Right.
force a woman.
Okay.
Thank you,
So many
Then
women
Richard.
do not like to even do what
if
we
she's not
men like to
interested,
do.
because that's part of exploring the world too. Because if you are traveling all over the place, going Europe, going places, I call it, and all of that, and uh, if she is telling you, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this with you, I want to do that with you, and you are ignoring her, I don't think that is fair. But wherein she doesn't have no interest at all, that's a different thing.
Jimmy, Jimmy, I'm gonna step in real quick and we let Richard speak, right? Most of these men, most of the women that jump in this relationship, they know the dynamics. I'm going to tell you it is laid out that, hey, this is what I do for a living. This is the time I'm able to do. And also, it's always transactional because if I have to take you and the kids and everything, that's money that's just for a few days. That's money. And most of those men do schedule
So why are you looking for
vacation
the
time
money?
with the
Why
family.
are you looking for the money? Are you not looking for the money for the family to enjoy, live a better life?
You're thinking that,
Or
but
is it
most
only
of these
you
women,
that is good for?
it's not that it's good for him. Just hear me out. I'm about to let you speak, Richard. Most of these women that get in this relationship, like I'm telling you, men, they're like Richard asked earlier, is she meant to be a trophy wife? Which means if the man has a lot of money and his whole desire is that you look beautiful, feminine, and available for me when I need you. That's the need of that. So now I have you here to make sure you raise my children. They are my legacy. I'm here to make this money and leave them here. And you are going to make sure they understand the trajectory of what I have, the access that I'm leaving behind. Most of these relationships are very plain. Like I told you, I was close to that opportunity and I had to reevaluate myself and say, what is really important to me? Is it being financially free, somebody
Now you
who will
see,
pay all my bill and everything?
see,
So I had to sit down, look at it, weigh it out, and I say, no, I would rather what value to me most is somebody
you
who
see,
has quality time for me. It doesn't matter if we eat
you are
rats
proving
or
my
not,
point.
right?
You just proved my
No,
point.
no, I'm proving your point in the sense that most of these women that have these type of men, they already know what they're getting into because these men are very straightforward with you. They tell you exactly what the expectation is, And if you can't live up to the expectation and you think by you having children that will change them, no, they tell you straight up, I want to have children as my legacy. I'm putting you here. You will not do anything for the rest of your life, but I need you to take care of my children. And that's why you're there. So you become the homemaker. And once or twice a year, you go on a family vacation. When they come home, they see you briefly because they live and breathe that business. So, Richard, welcome, co-host. Let's hear from Richard. I know Richard wants to. I don't know if what I said was right or wrong, but we got some few
No,
comments.
you're absolutely right because at the end of the day, I
co-host.
live it. I'm pretty much living the life every day the exact same way. Prior to getting married, my wife pretty much already saw it. I was a workaholic. I've always been a workaholic and I'll always remain a workaholic. But at the same time, it has caused problems where she wants me to spend all that quality time with her, but yet she also wants to spend money going to buy this or enjoy this or eat all the good food of life. Those things are not going to come cheap. So at the end of the day, it is how it is. So you choose. But at the same time, I still want you to look good because why? Looking good is not just for me only. It also keeps you healthy. You look healthy, you look extremely attractive. It basically gives me something to be able to come back that I know after all the madness that I've dealt with, all the crazy things on the outside, I need to come back and see a beautiful wife that's going to make me feel young again. So at the end of the day, that is what I'm aiming for. I work the money, but at the same time, I'm coming to look at that beauty. Let me at least have that attraction. So for this, your lady friend, if her own thing is she has given birth and then now, because the man has basically gave her a reverse psychology to cause her to go and lose weight, and then now she's looking as sexy as she was when he first got married to her, then I don't see what the problem was there. But if there was maybe like abuse where he was beating her and giving her that verbal abuse, then okay, that is understandable. But at this point now, fine, you've changed. You're saying you want to be free. Free to go and do what? Because whether you like it or not, you are just pretty much going to be jumping from this one. How are you sure that the next one you're going to end up in is going to be better than the one that you were previously in? What if that other person now turns out to be worse? Then what? You're now going to have that mental you're going to have that mental breakdown, and then you start feeling like you are worthless and all that. And then at the end now, your health is even going to get worse. So no matter what, I don't see the essence. There's probably more to it, to that entire story. But in my own take, no matter what, you cannot eat your cake and have it. There is just no way. No matter what, it's either the man is working for the money or the man is going to forfeit some of that money to be able to spend that quality time with you, which basically means, okay, you as a wife now, even though you have to wear those multiple hats, you might have to then forfeit some of your free time to go and work then to compensate for the income. Because if you are trying to spend all that money and you want to look good, looking good is not cheap. You have to put all those pancake on your face. You have to wear all those fancy skeletal or whatever you guys call that panty, this thing that makes you look sexy and all the figures show, bodysuit. If you want to wear all those things, it's not cheap now. Or wear those high heels or wear all those Brazilian wig. All those things are not cheap. It costs money. So it's just a way of life. So that's my take to it, to be honest.
Thank you, Richard. We have our co-host on here.
I
Jimmy
think
is just a hopeless romantic. It's okay. We love you.
You
Go
know,
ahead.
um, you
Jimmy,
know,
don't worry, you're not alone.
in life, we all have to sacrifice something for something. Okay.
And that's the sacrifice that women make, and that's that you got to deal with it. Do you want alone time, or you want to be all there, or you want somebody? Do you want to work too while you're pregnant and going through it? Do you want that? You have to choose your life wisely, and if you choose the other side, there are also consequences that come with it.
So my thing is, they always, I'm I'm one person that work a lot. Okay, I I work a lot, and the reason I'm doing that for now is because I have no social obligation to anybody for now. But I believe when you when you are married, you know, there's a need to always make time for the family, no matter how busy you are.
I agree.
Put the woman in your shoe as a man. If she was the one who have that kind of busy schedule, there will be a lot of things running through your mind, and you would think that she's going extra, having extra marital affairs and alcohol and all of that. So always think the same way you would want her to spend that time with you. If you were in her shoe, think about her now wanting you to spend that time with you. She's not saying every day, no, but at least take time and and alcohol and spend time with her. Okay, spend time with the family. Take them out.
He does. Maybe 3 or 4 times in a year you go on vacation. That's it.
Of course.
If it's single, I would say okay. But if it's married, if it's married couple that don't have children, I would say okay, that is
Yeah.
possible. But the very moment children come into the equation, I'm sorry, that idea of vacation is out the window. The spending
No,
time that you have will
Richard.
practically be when the children have all gone to bed. Then you can have that spending time in your bed together. You can do a movie and chill, as they call it. You just relax in your
Netflix
room.
and
You
chill.
change the lighting
Netflix and
setup to
chill.
blue or red or whatever color, and then you have your movie time. And then Christmas time, you can take vacations. But other than that, I'm sorry, the rest of it, vacation will not happen. Spending
So,
time will not
Richard,
happen
you're
because it's
saying,
just the nature of life.
it will be difficult to take vacation, just both of you as a couple, right? That's what you mean by that?
As a couple, it's easy to take that vacation when you don't have children. But the very
Right.
moment children come into equation, it's gonna be extremely hard because you will not have the time. Now your priorities change. You work, you try to make money because children are very expensive. So you got to take
Right.
all that money that you're spending and you put it in the kids until maybe when the kids get to 16, 17, 18 years old, then at that time, okay, everybody knows their way around. But if they are little, well, your spending time will be in the bedroom when you guys just chill, which will be after
I mean, you
nine
can go
o'clock.
for walks. You can go for walks. The woman needs to be creative too. You can create day night at home. You can set up your
Exactly.
home in a way. You just have to be creative. Those are things that
That's
I
why I
feel
said
like,
Netflix and
yeah,
chill because Netflix and chill is the creating. That's the creation. Other than that, going outside, that one is going to be very hard because you have to find babysitter to take care of those kids if you want to do that fancy travel. Because even if you decide that okay, you want to go on a vacation, well, wherever you get to on that vacation, you will still not enjoy it because now
yeah,
all your focus will be on the children. You're not going to enjoy that vacation. It's just the honest truth. It's not going to be enjoyable because you feel like another work. That vacation is going to be like a job for you because at that point, your children are your job.
you're calling and checking, making sure.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So let's hear from Andrew. Andrew, you walk into the conversation, which is, I'm not sure if you got a chance to look in the group chat. It's about a real life story when somebody posted about, she's lost 50 pounds and she's feeling herself. She wants to go out and enjoy her life and be single and leave her marriage. And my question to, the group here is that like everybody gives their initial reaction, but I just wanted to understand, like, do you think people are just, when we go through changes, and even as a couple every day you might look the same but you're changing mentally, physically, emotionally, and people drift away through that. Hints of the conversation we had the last week and yesterday, right? So the question is, do you think when people start to drift apart, is it okay that they just say, you know what, I'm a different Felicia today. The Felicia that I was 7 or 8 years ago is completely different. My life have changed. The things that I want have changed, and looking at this marriage, I don't know, it's not for me. And should the other partner just be okay with it? Is life, and let me just move on because I've changed, I've grown apart from you, and how should I handle that?
Well, good evening, every one of you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And my apologies for joining late because I'm in my little corner and been a little bit busy. So I just thought to join in now. So because I'm like a bit less busy, so I thought to join in. I've been following the conversation, hearing from Richie, Jimmy, and you, I think Alan too as well. Uh, but with the topic on discussion, uh, whether you should stay married or go your way and enjoy yourself. The thing a marriage is a unique component of life that God put together between a man and a woman. So if someone came up with a real life story talking about why I want to go out and I want to gain 50 pounds, I lost 50 pounds, I want to go out and enjoy myself, I want to walk away from my marriage and go out and enjoy myself. The first thing we should establish here is, in my opinion, is what necessitated that? What caused her? What caused her to wanting to leave her relationship and then go outside to enjoy herself? What is the reason? So there are so many factors in my mind is responsible.
Yeah.
The first one could be, well, like Richie are over her and say, maybe she's been maltreated in the home. She's not being considered as a wife in the home. She's being considered as furniture. The guys outside there misbehaving, funding with other way women and children somewhere, or women outside there, and doesn't even have time for her. And she's like, oh no, I think I need to make myself super duper and make myself look, maybe my body size is getting big. I need to make myself so if he doesn't look at me, I can go outside and be attracted to another person. That could be another reason. Another reason it could be, well, I've been influenced by my peers up there. Women when they
Mm.
get together, they start discussing some things and they will say all kind of things. You know, they will say a lot of things. Oh, you stay in our house there, like we African, right? And so most women, they have influence on each other. When they go in a gallery, especially the guys nightclub up, and they go into other occasion or gallery, they having some party or program somewhere, and where you see the women, and women gossip a lot. When they stay together, they are together, they will say all the things you want to do, they want to say. And one person will come and say, hey, wow, how you looking like this? What's going on with you? And then once you open up yourself, and it's sometimes very good to keep your own secret with you. But even though problems shared, a problem solved. But when it comes to personal family relation thing, you sometimes you hold back to a not every conversation you will go in engage into and you carry your family into because some people will give you the negative pieces of advice that at the end of the day it will not help your relationship. And when you moment you walk into that relationship, you walk out of that relationship, somebody is there wanting to walk into it. Some of the very friends that are giving you ill pieces of advice will walk into that relationship. So from my own understanding, my own perspective, my own way of rationalizing on it is look, marriage it says is for better and for worse. That's why when you go on in it on you walk down the aisle, they will tell you the pastor will say it's for better and for worse. But should you continue to be ill treated in a marriage because you for better and for worse? No. For me, I don't know if I able to beat woman, if I able to put my hand on woman. I don't know. I can give you a piece of my mouth, which is good. I can give you a piece of my mouth. I will quarrel. But to lay my hand on you, to abuse you, to do those things on you, to say I want to fight you, no, I will not do that. But if we're emotionally distressing her, she might have a way to go. So the problem is a two-way street. The
Yep.
home, the spouse in the house, the man who have his own domestic issue problem, and he doesn't want to see his woman. He then finding with all the young girls outside there, and then he sees his wife as furniture in the house. Equally so, the woman will be carried away by peer pressure and say, look, let me do this, let me do that. then at the end of the day, it will result to nothing and will be the dissolution of the marriage. So, in conclusion, you as a woman or a man, if you see something that is not going on in your relationship that have the propensity, the politician, I say proclivity, a liberal politician, to this, to dissolve your marriage, you hit, you nip it straight in the bud, you see it and bring it up. Then before you discuss it. But if you sit there and you want to compete, competition in a relationship, it creates a problem. And concluding, for Richard said something on the issue of the vacation. Look, you guys will be, you know, good couples, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, and wife. But the moment children come into the relationship, obviously the enjoyment you're supposed to have, you'll stop. Because if you're working into fast, maybe $1,000 on a monthly basis, two of you enjoying yourself. The moment children come inside that $1,000, before you will not use 500 each. You will start using maybe 200 each because the rest have to go to the children. So the moment children come into a relationship, obviously there are a lot of things that you got to cut down and focus on your family upkeep. Thank you. I'll rest for now and I'll listen up to my full co-panelists.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. We got our comment section is really flooding. Anna, did you want to add anything to this before we look at this comment
I
section?
wanted to respond to what Riva says Pro mentioned about
Yeah.
if you can put
Oh,
it up and then I'll respond. So
this
he
one?
said, do you think some men will encourage their women to lose weight primarily for their health benefits and not all about physical attraction? I
Yes.
think yes. I'm an example. Like when before I started losing weight, it was so difficult for me to sit on the floor and then get up on my own, like until my husband had to, every time he would help to lift me up, because my knees would hurt when I go up the steps. I'm breathing really hard, so he kept telling me, you really need to do something about this your weight so that you not be breathing like you just ran a marathon, like, but he did it so respectfully. I never ever felt like I was being body shamed or anything. So, yes, when men care about their wives or, significant others, they make sure that they tell them what to do, not necessarily about the physical attraction. I think sometimes when you're married to someone, at some point that physical attraction is not, you guys don't think about the physical at least from my experience. You don't look at the physical attractions as a priority. It comes secondary, right? So I think that yes, when a man cares about a woman, he definitely will want her to be healthy, because if she's not healthy, she's not going to be here to live the next decade or whatever time with him. So yes, I agree with that.
Anna, just really quick, you made a statement, and I just want to kind of like say, in my opinion, from what I've noticed, for women, physical attraction, when a relationship has passed that level where they have kids, it's not as like huge for us. But I feel like for men, because they're visual, they're always thinking about physical attraction. So there always got to be something there that they're still attractive to, unless I'm being wrong here.
Jimmy and Richard and Andrew, is that correct?
Physical
You guys,
attraction is a, let's just put it like this. Physical attraction is something that a man will look at before he even gets in a relationship with you. But like they always say, physical attraction, that body changes. As soon as it changes, the physical attraction is out the window. The next thing now is your soul. Your inner person becomes the physical attraction. That's just the way it is. At least for most men, that is how it is. We like you to also look nice and sexy, because that way, at least, I want to let that other friend be looking at you, so that way I can fight him. That's how I like it.
I love it. So Anna already kind of said it all about this comment though. We have so many. So let me look at this one. I
I
got a
want to
message.
wait. I want to hear from Jimmy too. Jimmy, do you agree with what Felicia said, that men always have to have physical attraction
No,
in
not
relationship?
not every man goes for
No,
fit.
let me correct what I said. I said once women before you get married, physical attraction is like the key thing, right? I feel like men, you have to at least have some type of physical attraction to maintain that relationship and be intimate. I feel like if you're just gonna just, I get it, you have children, you're gonna gain weight, but if you're not gonna put an effort to look at least decent for him, then in my opinion, men start looking out there. It doesn't matter what weight you carry, look at least appealing.
You're absolutely right about that. Because if you're not looking sexy and attractive for me, well, I'm sorry, you've given me the opportunity to start looking outside. But just like Omotola had said, whether you like it or not, she said even herself, even though she's married, sometimes she herself looks at sexy men on the outside. It's the same thing that my wife does. She'll be telling me that
We have
she wants to
them.
be looking at me looking all sexy instead of having to look outside. Doesn't mean that I'm going to penalize her for it, because at the end, I know I myself, I'm not trying to look sexy because I know I'm a workaholic. So my own sexiness is work,
It's
not
money.
physical
Money is
attraction, because I don't need any woman to be looking at me wanting to get my number. I'm not interested in that.
Hey,
Oh, so that's,
You have if my number, I will give it to you.
I'll ask you for your number. Yeah, don't worry.
See your left.
But
no.
I got a message for me. Rima says process feed during transformation from a fitness trainer to a children's mother. Did you have any fear of losing that appearance? What was there ever in your mind that you would never, I think it meant never be the same. You you ever thought hubby would change you and leave you? That's a good question for me. First of all, Anna's on this call. We never thought about any of our body changing. To be honest, it's kind of like very crazy because I really thought um having children, even though I knew my body would change, but I felt like I was so disciplined and like and I used to work out 7 days a week to the point where I even went to be a physical trainer. And I watched my diet and like I didn't put anything like soda in my mouth. I don't think I went in
Why
years. My whole thing is
you wanted to take part in the Olympics?
no, like health was like just too much for me. And I read every level. I ate only organic food at that time. Like I was only taking care of myself, only thinking about myself. I wasn't thinking, I didn't have to worry about children. I can afford things for just me and have more. And I'm not thinking about that. Of course, after my first pregnancy, I bounced right back. It was like nothing happened. And that's because I was so physically fit to the point where even when I was pregnant, people didn't even know I was pregnant. My belly didn't grow until like 9 months. That's when it popped. And everybody could tell, like, oh my gosh, she's pregnant. But I don't think, and I feel like this is where a lot of older women should really prepare younger women for what really marriage is about and what comes with it when you start to bring children in, because your body is going through, you're housing a human being, you're part of creation. And there's a lot of changes. As much as I felt like I was aware, I knew my body, I know a lot of things going on, but there was a lot of changes that happened to me that I didn't expect. I didn't really think I would weigh. I'm my heaviest I've ever weighed. For the longest, I weighed 110 pounds. And then when I started working out, I weighed 130 pounds, which were all muscles. And I was like, okay, maybe I will, like keep this going. But the problem is once you have children and your effort and your time start to go down. Like that time, you don't have that time. You're just trying to survive. And then of course, second child came. I could go work out with my son. I could still go work out when I had the boy. But then life started to change. A lot of things started happening, and then boom, baby numbers two came because I was like, I want to do this fast and be done. And and I was actually pregnant with our first children together, and we both bounced back really fast. Everybody was shocked because we were in the best shape of our life. But after that first child, a lot of things changed. And to answer your question, no, I didn't think I will actually be this heavy after the first child, but after the second child, based on how that pregnancy took me, I knew there was a lot of things that was not gonna go right because one, the way I was eating was really out of whack. I didn't have control over what I was eating. I didn't have control over things that I was doing, my hormones, how it was treating me. So I was like, okay, maybe, but I had some hope that, after I drop this baby, I'm gonna try to lose this weight and it will happen. But like Anna said, there's everything you can try when your body reached to that level where now there's a lot of hormonal things happening and you don't have control. It doesn't matter how much like exercise or the way you eat or whatsoever, your body is just bound to be there until that whole phase of life. I kind of feel like it get in. And the reason I think a lot of women like us, we thought we could be that way because of what we see in the media. Like people have children and then one or two, they're already back. But we don't understand that one, they have the luxury to have the money to pay someone to be with their children, to pay someone to do certain things where they can fully focus with a trainer and focus on a special diet at that moment, go on a crush diet and do all these other extra things that we do not have that luxury of doing. But that doesn't say that you can't really lose the weight. It's just the timing of it. So no, I didn't think anything of it. And he said, was there ever in your mind that you will? I was nervous after the second child because I was at my heaviest. I was 160 pounds when I was pregnant with my daughter, and with my son, I barely gained any weight. And I thought it was a walk in the park compared to baby number two, which I'm still struggling to lose that weight, and I will. I feel like I'm on track with it now that my life is a little bit balanced. And also, I was a working mom. Where do I have time to go to the gym 7 days a week? Who am I going to leave my baby with? Like I got two children and, I didn't fully lose the weight from the first pregnancy. How would that happen? Yes, for me, I feel like looking good. I have to look good all the time. That's just how I feel. I need to look good, not just on the physical side, but health wise is very, very important to me. So I hope that answered your question with all this talk I'm doing. But I didn't think he will, I didn't think, I didn't think my husband will, treat me differently. I didn't think that because I felt like he loved me unconditionally and he knew that health was really important to me. And he just told me, whenever you're ready, don't put off. You just had a baby. Whenever you decide to lose the weight, lose the weight. But and he knows I'm gonna, even if I'm big as a horse, I'm gonna try to look good. So I didn't think that was a problem. So I hope that answered your question. And then he said, I know a lady who told her man he can't leave her because she gained weight having his children. She said the guy should change her back, change her back to pre children. She's on her own. She's on her own. Something will make her leave. And I think something that a lot of women don't know is like men never ever file for divorce. Majority of the time, unless you're really toxic and you're rude and you just a headache. According to statistics, men never ever file for divorce. Women are the one. You know why? Because they will do things. Oh, I'm hearing myself echo. Because they will do things that will make you to leave. So if you think you're not going to put effort to lose that weight, okay. For your health, you don't want to live long. You don't want to be able to run behind your children and help them in the park. You'll just be sitting there watching. Little Johnny, come here. And you think he's not going to leave. Please, we can all say, yeah, the man shouldn't, but man will find himself somewhere else to release his pain.
River says, Pro, send the lady my way. I'm a wellness coach. She will definitely lose the weight.
He said, the way my stomach growing small, wifey will soon leave me. Look at him. The funny thing is, women never really put pressure on men when they gain weight. And that's something that I don't know why men never think about that.
What makes you think they will not put pressure? Me that has a pork belly now. You think my wife is not getting on me over it? They do. You're
He probably
amazed.
makes comments about it, but it's not a
They want their
priority for
six
her.
pack. The women want the men to have that six pack. So don't
They
say
want
they
to,
won't
but it's
get
not
at.
a
They get at us
priority.
too.
It's not like they will make a comment about it, but they will not like say, "Oh, I'm leaving you because you have a pot belly." No, compared to men, men are more. They take more attention. They pay more attention to physical than women.
I agree.
And the river says, "Pro, you and your friend's wife, I can help you guys lose your weight."
Don't listen to Ross Esper. He does not have a stomach. He talking all this thing here. I saw his picture online. And I saw he post fufu. He's gonna be like me soon. Watch out. Watch out for that fufu. You guys that need water, read that one. I choked on my spit, you guys. I had to drink some water. Um, but yeah, let me read this one. He said back in those days, like in Liberia, Guinea wear wasn't an issue for our fathers and mother. Men went in public gathering with their oversized. That's because in Africa, when you are fat, that means you are enjoying, which was so wrong. It was killing a lot of people, in my opinion.
How is it wrong? Me, I like my women big. Oh, I don't like. Sorry, I don't like broomstick. If you are skinny, then I consider that as broomstick. If you are eating, just like this thing, fat girls, we like it big because that way, at least you are eating. Then I know you can take care of me.
Hey, Abby. Hmm.
That's why,
Okay.
bro. You need to be big, oh, because I have to see that nice, sexy figure. Let me know that when I'm grabbing some skin, not bones.
Why is everybody else quiet on here? You're here, Richard. Richard is making this show spicy. I
No,
love
but
it.
you're laughing.
We love
Yeah,
you here, Richard.
everybody has a spec. So his
Right.
spec is BBWs.
He likes BBW. So then
Yeah.
you shouldn't complain that if she gains weight from having childbirth, that makes it better.
Of course. She's the one that chose she wants to go and enter the gym. I told her, I said, I don't even want you going to the gym. I like it that way. And I told her, I
So
said, if she gets skinny, we're going to have a problem. So she
Hey.
understands. Because I don't
so
want skinny people.
this brings me to a follow up question. How
I
about
don't even let skinny women.
what
I don't even let skinny women.
Me, I want to be skinny. Y'all move on there. What?
I have
You
a
want me skinny, my
problem.
brother in law will run behind you, you know. You you just what chop
I
you with me.
I have a problem with
Uh-huh.
men that wouldn't support their wives when they lose weight or when their figures change. And this brings me to Richard and Andrew's point because it means you're more worried about you enjoying. You're not worried about how the lady
And health.
feels inside, her health. You're more concerned about the physical attraction for you to play with the thing. And forgetting that being big is not healthy. It's
Yeah, it
not.
really isn't.
It's
You're
not
more prone to
healthy
getting
and
a lot of diseases.
it reduces that person's lifespan with you to spend more time with you. Because when you're not healthy, you can have risk for a lot of comorbidities, a lot of health issues, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart issues, cardiovascular issues. There's so much that comes with being big. There's so
You
much
can
that
be
comes
big
with
and
being
still
big.
be healthy.
I
You
think
don't need to
I
be
think he
skinny to
means
be
thick.
healthy.
I think he
he's
means
talking
slim
about
thick.
thick
Slim
with
thick.
the small,
You
and
know,
then the accesses.
pretty on the face, thick around the waist.
Take it this way, whether you like it or not. Elastic. When an elastic expands, it does not go back to its original form.
Hmm.
That's just the way life is. So at the end of the day, you've had that child, your body has transformed, it has changed. it will not
I
go back to
disagree
being the
though. That's a
exact
I
same
lie.
disagree. I
100%.
Disagree
disagree, and
because
I'll prove y'all
Why do
on
you think
here.
so many of them go and do surgery? If you look at
Richard,
it,
you know,
women that end
Richard,
up losing the weight, after
Richard.
they lose the weight, they have that excess skin. And then what do they have to do? You
It's
have to go
not
and do surgery to now get that excess skin out. Unless
Richard.
when you had your
That's a
child,
lie.
you did not stretch that much.
That's a lie. That's a
I
lie.
don't
Even
agree.
you
Mm.
can exercise, do a lot of toning exercises that will bring your body back. After my first two kids, I lost all of my weight.
Yep.
Everything went back to normal. In fact, I was even smaller than having no kid.
Yeah,
So
she was smaller than me, and I've always been on the thinner side than her.
yeah. So I'm just saying, like, if you work on yourself, your health, your energy level, there's so many benefits to being fit. I mean, I don't believe in excess fat because I've been there. When you're too big, the health your health is not good, and you don't even know if you make it to live the next year to spend with that lady that you want to be enjoying and playing with the thing. It's better for her to lose the weight to be healthy so that she can give you all kinds of styles.
Mm.
Aeroplane, doggy, all the like, everything that you
Hey,
want,
this show is going off.
she can do because she's flexible, from all the exercises. The libido will be up high up there.
23B, but
All right. All
nothing
right,
just a break.
guys. I mean, it's been a really good conversation. Overall, I
What
really
did
think, huh?
what did I see on the comment section? Andrew, mute yourself. Your background is really loud.
I would mute him. It's okay. He's at work. Um. So, hey, and I show your face.
I already showed my face, so whoever is asking for my face
No, no,
needs to
no, no,
pay
no.
me. They need to send cash up.
No, they need to send me star. Need to subscribe.
Exactly. They need to subscribe to the show.
But anyway, this was a nice little hangout. Oh, look at the big boss. What's up? So you're telling me I
Okay,
should stay there chubby chubby. You want me to stay chubby chubby like this?
stay choppy from my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law want you to be choppy.
No way. We are back. I'm telling you,
You
give
are,
me 3 months. Give me three
I
months
told
from
you,
now. I'm on the
I told you, say we gotta compare notes, but you wait.
give me 3 months, you guys. 3 months from now, if you see me on here, hey. Wait till you know how I look back then. You know now.
Oh, don't worry, I remember.
Yeah, but
Let me
the one you
stop.
got
I
now,
remember how you
maintain
and
that one
Anna
you got.
looked.
The
It's
value
not
you got right
gonna
now,
be
maintain is
easy.
okay.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
The,
No, no,
you,
no. I have to go back because the way he met
yeah.
me, I will go right back to that because that's what he
Yes, I
liked.
did.
And at that time, the
Why wrong with her?
competition was too hard for him.
Yeah,
So the
she
competition
was in
need
the
to get
bathroom. She
harder.
left in the bathroom. I told her to go to bed. Or right on the bed. Did she leave from there again?
Let me mute Andrew. You're mute. You're mute.
Okay,
Oh man,
so
I'm just
what do
trying to
you
create some
Rivers
drama on here.
River says Pro mentioned something on the comment
Yeah,
section. What do you
I'm
say?
trying. He said if a very busy or occupied man doesn't care or pay attention to his partner body structure, would you consider him a careless man or would you rather say nothing about your look? No,
Of
I don't
course
think.
not. River says Pro. I'm gonna respond to that.
Mhm.
Honestly, women we like money. If you're bringing in the money, it will compensate for the looks. We will still
Thank
walk
you.
around here.
Finally, she
We
has
I will
will
said
find
it.
someone to help
we
me
will
Thank
love my hair.
you.
we will make sure that we feed you healthy food so that the body don't look too bad, and we'll make sure we
Mm,
buy you cute clothes and make sure that your wardrobe is where it should be so that you can still look good even with the pot belly.
mm.
Yeah,
And also, it's
but
comforting when it's cold
but
outside. So keep your pot belly. Let me be the feminine cute one.
no, I think for pot belly I wouldn't want a pot belly, but if my man has a pot belly and he's bringing money, I wouldn't. I would forget about the pot belly, but I definitely would tell him. I'll make jokes about it, like, "Baby, you need to work on your tummy or something," or I'll say, let's reduce the fufu so that your belly doesn't get too big." Like, comments like that, but not necessarily that if he doesn't lose the weight, we'll leave him. No, because we know that is because he's working hard to provide for the family.
Sometimes
Um,
you have to throw that in there for fun. I feel like I do that sometimes. It helps. Marriage has to be fun. You have to play fun. Like he talks about my stomach, and I talk about yours, and the kids love my little squishy belly.
Yeah. I like this comment that River Says Pro just asked. He said,
I'm just kidding, y'all.
"Ladies, would you prefer gym or liposuction as fast way of reducing body fat?" The honest truth, I I think going to the gym to lose weight is the hardest. It's very
But
hard
it's
with
long
children.
lasting.
And it's long lasting, yes, but liposuction, to be honest, is easier, is faster. The only thing is that you can gain the weight back, and also you can risk your life. So if I were to do it, and I know that I won't die in the process, I probably would go
Would
for
you?
liposuction. Yeah,
You
because it's
would do it?
faster. Yeah, and then if I
I
know
don't know.
if there was a pain, yeah, there was pain management, I would do it just because it's quicker rather
Okay.
than taking 1 month, 2 months to lose weight. It takes a lot of dedication to do that, but with liposuction, it's quicker. You see the results right away, but you risk your life. You also risk going through a lot of pain in the process. So, for the safest option is to go to the gym, ladies. The
Yeah, one, I
safest.
think start with your diet. I prefer my dieting and going to the gym. I've always thought to myself, I lose weight fast because I know the food that I'm eating that will make me lose weight. But I recently, when I went to my doctor and learning all these hormonal changes that are blocking everything, I'm like, I wish I had something to help me. But I'm motivated. I'm joining in a team. And, I think an emotional support system with, like, being committed to something helps you to lose the weight. I know I joke on here all the time by looking good and stuff like that, but to be honest with you, weight is not a really good thing. Like, it hurts your back, it hurts your feet when you're running, going after your kids. Those kids have energy, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm tired. And you have to sit, and in that moment when you're sitting and looking somewhere else, who knows? Somebody could grab your kids at the playground. Like, I mean, it's good for health reason. I don't feel like I'm overly like overweight, but I'm very cautious. I know when I'm not at my best. And one thing I will tell you guys, since I have my children, all my clothes from college days and prior to having children, I still have them. I have not gone to the store and purchased a new clothing. Never. And that's like 5 years now. I haven't, because I've been intentional about, I feel like if I purchase a new clothes, that means I'm telling myself I'm accepting what's happening. So I've been like, the clothes that I had before that were really big that fit me now, I keep that. The ones that those are there for a reason. And some of y'all be laughing at my pictures now. I be posting my old picture. That's my motivation. Okay. Okay. So, but to answer this question, I would prefer the gym than anything else, because I feel like when you work out at the gym, I've had these feelings before. When you come home, you sleep like a baby. Like, you really sleep. I haven't really gone hard in the gym for like 5 years. And most of my weight loss things, I've been doing it around the house, walking and stuff. But I'm dreading that day when I hit the gym. Game over. But first, I gotta lose this weight and go tune up. Okay, you just wait. Me and Anna's coming for you. We coming for you. Oh man, I'm trying to be funny here. Let's try to wrap it up because it's late. Liberia Eminem, do you see Anna's face?
No
Hallelujah,
makeup, no
hallelujah,
makeup.
hallelujah, period.
Thank you, Liberian Eminem. I appreciate it. I
She's
was rooting for you
beautiful.
before now, but
She's
you
beautiful.
make sure you subscribe to Felicia's show just for me gracing you with my natural beauty.
He said Anna I disappear, appear. Don't worry, I'm gonna inbox it. He owe me. He owe me. Hey, I will meet you in the DM. He said, on Anna's Beyonce goes back. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
What's that?
Anna and Richard are siblings. Hey, are you guys siblings?
We look like we're siblings.
I will let you guys answer that question.
Rich, Richard,
Exactly. I'll let
Richard,
them answer that one.
Richard and I are not biologically siblings, but we're brothers and sisters from another mother. We went to school together, college, everything. Richard is like my brother. He always had our backs.
We've been through a lot of heap together.
I'm telling you.
Richard, I have a picture. I remember Anna when we went to the beach that very first time. That
Yeah, I
picture
still have that
popped up
picture
on my,
too.
yeah, it popped up on my cloud. I was like, man, we were looking good.
Yeah,
At that time, I was a clown.
I know.
I know,
I was
Richard.
I was in the middle of like three women. I felt
It
like I
was
was on top
fun
of the
though. It
world
was
that day.
fun. Good times. Good
Yeah,
times.
I miss our old days, our young days.
College
Mm,
was fun, man. Those
yeah.
weekends when we go to those parties, house. Let me not put
Mm-hmm.
our business out here.
It was nice. Yeah.
Oh man. You know who I saw online recently? Alex. I would love for Alex to come on this podcast. You know
Mm-hmm.
Alex from Ghana?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember
DJ.
him.
DJ
Yeah.
Alex.
DJ Alex.
That
He
was
knew all the
Richard's
hot songs.
man. Richard, that was your guy.
I know.
He was my guy
Yeah,
too
it'd be good
now.
to get him on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You
would
get
love
to
to
hear
have
his
him on, but
perspective on
he's
it.
so busy. Everybody's
He's a
so busy.
he's a pharmacist now.
Yeah,
He's
I
making the
saw him.
money.
I saw him online. I saw his daughter pictures too. Everybody's all grown now, but college was fun, man, guys. Let's see. He said, "See, just see them both legally. I knew something was up. What was up? Both of us? You mean?" And now they're talking about us. All right, guys, we're
Nothing is
about to
up.
close this.
We've always been good kids though. We never did
We're
anything bad.
good. We just when we show up, we show out. That's it,
Richard,
right, Richard?
Richard, why are you why that face? Were we bad kids? Be honest.
Be
So
honest.
what?
Were
No,
we
What
bad?
of
were
course
we
not.
bad
We're
kids?
all good kids.
Yeah.
At least
Uh-huh.
the good thing is we were doing the right thing, being good kids in school. So kudos to us, and we
Yes,
turned out pretty well.
yes,
Yeah.
and I'm so proud of everybody. Though everybody like is so responsible. Everybody got a family, kids. You know, like I would love for us to have something though, to plan something and just go hang out one day.
Liberian Eminem, because you have to subscribe to the show. If not, you'll be in charge of paying for these nails.
Hey, now wow. I just saw that you know, fella.
Because you asked me to grace you with my
He
face. So
graced
this is
and this
me.
is all natural beauty.
Natural, no makeup, nothing. No
Natural.
AI.
No AI. And I promise this is not AI, but I have makeup on. Okay.
You don't have that much makeup. You're not different from what you look in person. So don't
Oh
tell
man.
them that before
But
they think
Anna
you
gets
put
to
too
see
much
my
makeup.
natural face all the time. No makeup. She sees me.
You
I just
don't
want to
you,
make her laugh.
you don't look much different with your face. Your
I
face is
remember
not different than what you look.
somebody when I bumped into someone one time, they're like, wait, you look way better in person than when you're online. I said, hey, that's scary. Oh.
People don't know how to filter. Oh God.
I was like, that's scary. Does that mean I look ugly online?
Look at me, I'm over here laughing and crying at the same time. Oh
So I
God,
just said
that's so
this is
funny.
not my real face. I borrowed this one.
Oh, so you're just like no, Emanuela.
Yeah, I borrowed this one. It's not my real face. But yeah, it's been a really, really, really nice time hanging out with you guys. This was just a topic to kind of like loosen the air, make us kind of like, I just wanted to see people's personality, make it hot a little bit so everybody um can, get back in our groups because we're gone for so long. But typically on Saturday, we have our social conversation about any type of topics. And Richard, if you have topic, feel free send them over to us. We'll have it on here. Same to our audience. Just want to remind you guys, officially, tomorrow, the 29th, will make us 2 years of doing this podcast. And it's so amazing how many faces been on here and have fun. But I'm super excited that all my old cliques are coming in one at a time. So we're about to take over this Facebook. We're about to take over this Facebook. But definitely enjoy doing this with you guys, being on here every weekend. We're trying to figure out a really good time to really make a stable time for everybody that will work. So we're not here so late. If the late hours work, then I guess we'll keep it. But we want to make it a little bit more short and structured. But I think the fun part about this podcast is that everybody has the time to say whatever they want and do. And there's not like, I'm holding you because then you're like, I wish I could sit that on there. So we end up running so long. And who knows, maybe in the long run, we might record and just drop it on Facebook or on YouTube instead of us like coming live. Who knows what's going to happen? Now that I got my own Richard on here, Richard is a tech savvy. I have somebody else
No
that,
problemo. Got you.
huh?
But it makes it fun when you're doing it live because at least that
Yeah,
way people get to put their questions, you get to read it out, respond to it. But if it's pre-recorded, it doesn't sound that
right.
fun.
I agree. I agree. But what Liberian Eminence? I will deal with you in the DM. Don't give me headache. I will give you colloqua and CVs. Well, thank you guys so much. Let's just give our closing statement um to this topic, and we can all get going because we got a long day tomorrow. It's another week ahead. So what would you say? What would be the advice you would give to that young lady that is seeking to lead? And I feel like she just dropped it. And I almost want to say seeking attention. Her mind, one, I would say the mind is already made up, but just trying to get validation from most women, which I feel like that's what most people do when they post those type of things online and not really think through it. Because if you're thinking about doing that, the person you really should be sitting down and going through your thought process with is the person that you're with. And you guys try to figure out. And if you're still hesitant and asking for advice to leave, then I don't think the situation is that bad that you have to leave. So let's get your closing statement and then we can call it a night. Rich
Yeah,
ladies.
you pretty
Uh-huh.
much said it. So no matter what, she needs to go sit down with her husband and discuss with him because if there's one thing about men, the picking the right time to talk to us is the best thing. Don't try to talk to a man when he's hot tempered or when he just got back from work or something, or when he's watching the game, because at that time his brain is not going to be listening to you. Find a peaceful time and then talk to him in a calm way, because you got to understand that you as a female, you hold the key to your man's heart. If you want to put a smile on his face, there's a certain way. The only thing a man ever asks for is just respect. So if you can talk to him in a calm way, and let him know. If he did something wrong when you were still big, then talk to him and let him know, because maybe he himself did not see it that way. He might have been seeing it a completely different way, but you saw it the other way. So talk to him. But if not, if you really want to go out of it after talking to him, if that did not work, seek counseling. Then if the counseling did not work, then okay, you can go and enjoy your life whichever way you want to enjoy it. Just remember, you have a child now, which basically means that enjoyment that you're thinking of enjoying, it's you are a mother first before enjoyment. You have already passed that boundary of enjoyment. You're no longer single. So that's just my take. Be wise, talk to him, see if you can resolve the thing, and do not try to share your things, because women, unfortunately, I'm sorry, but you guys like to gossip. Do not take your thing to go and share outside, because you never know. Maybe that person now that you were sharing it with is actually trying to steal your husband from you. So do not go and share your story
Very
out there,
true.
because that your friends, they will stab you in the back real quick.
Mhm.
There's too many women out here looking for husband. So secure your own. If he has
Say
been a
that
good man,
though.
secure it too. Don't go and let another woman come and snatch your husband from you, because what you think is golden outside there might not be.
Richard,
So appreciate the one that you still
for
have.
reading my mind.
There's a
I was
lot of them.
just
They're lefty now. They're all gay now. So I'm just
Exactly.
saying, there's a limit on them, and now you'll become second, third, fourth wife. The Bible is real.
Exactly.
that
So
is
just
true.
try to go and talk to him, because that way you would definitely get what you want. Because me, if my wife comes to talk to me in a calm way, I will listen. But if you come and you are doing gra gra and you are yelling because now you have a child for me, you think you can run my life, well, I'm sorry, you're just wasting your time, because it will not work. Because I will just zone you out and I will not even listen to you. And at that point now, they always say silence is the best answer to a fool. It will just make you
Hmm.
look like a fool,
Hmm.
That's
which a
very that
woman will
that
not
one
like, because
that
that one now is like pushing their buttons, like you taking a pin and you are just stabbing them multiple times. They hate that with passion. So
okay. Well, that's a really good point that you made, Richard. I will conclude by thanking our viewers again. And thanks Eminem and River Says Pros for all the insightful questions that you guys always give. I would also like to say that for the lady that had the issue that we talked about today, grass is not always green on the other side. So my dear, if like Richard mentioned, if you and your spouse he did something while you were trying, while you were bigger, that you didn't like, have a conversation with him, explain how you felt and your current feeling about you wanting to leave because of some of the things that he did when you were bigger. Try to rekindle your relationship, do the things that you guys used to do together that you made you guys fall in love in the first place. Maybe you fell out of love from the way he started treating you. I'm not exactly sure what the issue was, but long story short, do your best to have a conversation with him. If it means for you to involve elders that will sit down and mediate the conversation, do that. If it means for you guys to talk to a pastor, do that. If it means for you guys to seek marital counseling, do that. But as long as you remember that, this is someone that was with you before, leaving him just because you've lost weight, those men that are entertaining you out there don't have your interests at heart. They're just a distraction, because once you leave that husband, you go to them, they will treat you badly, because they'll say, if this lady could leave her husband after looking pretty, why should I take this woman seriously? So try to fix your relationship first. And if it doesn't work out, then hey, you can move on. But at the same time, do not leave your man because you've gained all the weight or you've lost all the weight and you look really pretty. my dear, grass isn't greener on the other side. You just have to find out the one that you have. If the shoe fits and there are little alterations that need to be made, do it to keep your relationship for the sake of your kids. But if he's hitting you, he's abusive, then I would definitely don't recommend you staying in the relationship. But if it's because of your looks, my dear, sit there and stay there and figure a way to rekindle your relationship, fix that love or that attraction that you used to have. Yeah, that's all for today. Continue to share the show, continue to subscribe, like, and comment. Feel free to send us suggestions on what topics you would like to hear more about. Thank you guys. We're now relationship experts, so use the information and apply it to wherever it fits best into your life. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I think you guys already said it all. Um, the grass might look green right now, but when you pick it up, it's brown to the bottom. So that's what I'm gonna leave you away. Everybody said everything. I just want to say thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to, share light with us and, be on here. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Andrew, Rachel, Anna, Liberian Eminent. That name is so hard to say.
Is there
Either
any other comments on the
no,
okay.
there's no other comments.
Okay.
What is it? Liberian Eminent, River says Pro. Thank you so much. I wish you had come on here.
Who
But
said
what
Wokolokwa? What does that mean? What did he say?
is the Liberian pigeon?
You said what? You said
It's
what was the
Liberian
comment?
pigeon. He's saying that I'm switching back and forth. Like he's trying to be funny. He's
Okay.
saying like I'm switching back and forth. I'm speaking proper English, American English, then I'm going back to Liberian accent.
That's the fun part of marrying a versatile American woman.
I know, right? He's switching
Yeah.
back and forth.
Yep. Whatever shoe fits. Mhm.
Oh man. But thank you guys so much. And I already set it up. Richard already set it up. Like, relationship is hard work. And sometimes you just want to walk out and say, you know what, I'm done. But weigh out your options. My only thing I'm gonna tell everybody, weigh out your options and know the pros and cons and know your strengths. Because honey, I'm telling you, the single people are dying to be married.
Tell me
Especially
about
if
it.
you have kids, it is not all rosy out there. You want to have fun, you will be working 3 jobs to pay that rent by yourself. So I'm not encouraging anybody to stay in a relationship that they don't feel, like happy in or they're not taking care of you. But happiness is temporary. And I want people to understand that happiness is temporary. In a moment, you can be happy. In the next moment, something can happen and make you sad. Like it fluctuates. So not because today you walk out there and somebody say, "Ooh, girl, you look good." You should already know that you look good internally, physically. I don't know if that's the reason, but if that's the reason, please don't do that. Try to figure out a way how you can work out your relationship if you can. And if not, hey, fine. If you can find someone that's straight, because yeah, I'm gonna leave you with this. Apparently, the population of men these days, they're lefties. That's all I'm gonna say. They're lefties. Be careful. Be careful. If you got one that is the right on the right, you better stay there.
Good night,
Stay
guys.
there. Good night. And thank you guys so much. Have a great night. Happy 2 years anniversary to us. The best is yet to come. Thank you guys. Richard, you blessed my weekend.
Well, I'm glad and I'm honored to be on your show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I
You're
love it.
welcome.
Thank you. Have a great week and a great night. Okay.
You too. You
All
too.
right. All right. Bye bye, guys.
You're right.